So hi, I'm Dominic Kelly, and I'm from XTM International, and we've been working for a short period of time now with oXygen, and we've done some things. But first, I want to give you just a brief introduction because in terms of Ditto, you probably won't know of us. So we're a new company that's a cloud-based translation management and computer-aided translation environment. And it's for localizing Ditto, as well as various other major file formats. And it comes in a cloud solution and a suite solution. So there's two kind of setups for it. I'm going to be really quick because I know that lunch is coming. The tool itself is actually built of the engine, which takes the Ditto file, monitors the map itself, and allows the projects to be managed based on the Ditto map. So you can structure your translation project by topic, by the way the XTM works, which is unique. Also within the workflow, you can set your steps of how you want to localize your content, and the workbench is actually the translation environment, so where your translators would be localizing and translating your Ditto files. The QA manager is something that works in terms of checking the quality of the translation, and the TM manager manages the translation memory, which is something like a database which your translators can access. This asset, though, is something that we have been trying to help give access to authors, which is something we have developed with oXygen, a plugin. So here's the rough workflow of how things are managed within XTM. So it takes the content from things like CCMS engines and content management systems, as well as direct input if you just log on to the system on the cloud, and it converts it to XLIF, which is translated. The engine is a pure XML engine, so the Capital is an XML engine, and it allows the translators to work online and collaborate together in a real-time environment. And this also gives the managers of the departments real-time feedback in terms of how things are being translated, and also how things are being reviewed in country, as this is also something you can do within XTM in the cloud. So, one of the things that XTM has prided itself on is creating the APIs. So, making the solution of getting things translated, particularly Ditto content, much more seamless and much more effective. So we've done this by integrating our translation management solution into content management systems, and also into client-side systems as well. So if there's bespoke workflow tools that you have, or document management systems that are separate from the CCMS tools, then XTM can actually work within those as well. And the whole idea is pretty much to standardize how things are translated and make the access to the translation asset much more effective. And our APIs are open and available, so we give sample codes and test environments to people who are looking at how they could integrate the translation management aspects into their CCMS tool or into their even authoring process. So here's the plugin we've built for oXygen, and we're calling Orphan Memory. And what it does is it checks the sentences that you search for within the translation memory, which means that at a segment level, you're able to get reuse from things that have been translated. So something that has been authored and translated, that's in the database, in the cloud, that has been translated. So this pretty much means that you're getting reuse at a segment level, but it also means that you're getting 100% matches in terms of your translation, which also means that you're reducing your translation cost. So this is one of the major factors while we've been developing it, and with oXygen, the ability to integrate into it, and the interface itself has been absolutely fantastic and really easy to work with. So this type of functionality now we made available to all the authors who are using it, or the CCMS developers who we integrate with as well in the next couple of months, which should have very, very good benefits for people writing content and trying to keep it consistent on a sentence level, which is quite useful. So as we've only been working with them a short period of time, we plan to do further developments and also to increment the terminology management aspect as well. into the editor. So as you'll be able to write the content, you'll also be able to check the multilingual terminology within the editor as well, should you wish to do so. So this is something we're working on right now. And just a quick overview. I know time is tight. I just seen it stand up, the shadow. So the way the XTM works is that it uses the ditter map, and it also can actually filter the ditter map. So you can pull the ditter file in, XTM recognises it, and allows you to manage it via the ditter. It also allows you to create the previews when you're translating through the XLST and CSS files that you've created that are bespoke. And in terms of collaborating, so the translation author, in-house expert can translate, the author can create, the translator can translate, and any stakeholders can log onto the cloud and review the translation before it comes back as ditter straight into the CMS tool or into the environment. And the real-time propagation means that the ability for the translators to reuse the content within the project and share translations as they're working, which gives real-time matrix and real-time updates. So it gives you 100% accurate project management functionality, and partners are people like Companize, Instinct Tools, XTSoft, and various other CCMS developers where we're planning to integrate or have already integrated into. And that is it.
Thank you.